hi, hello, how are you? I'm Pia and today I'm going to be doing my last wrap-up of 2019. So during the month of December, I read a total of 9 books. A lot of these were DNFs. Not a lot of these I enjoyed that greatly, but I'm gonna go through all of them one by one in the order in which I read them, like I do every single wrap-up. The first book I read, I listened to on audio, and this was The Royal Holiday by Jasmine Guillory. This is a holiday romance in Jasmine Guillory's kind of companion series with her romances. This is set in England. It's following an older woman, not like old, but like, you know, an adult, and it's kind of her little whirlwind holiday romance. I really like royal stories, royal romances, and this was pretty fun. I gave it 3 stars. Wasn't the like biggest thing that changed my entire life. I've read a couple Jasmine Guillory's. I haven't been too impressed or like giving them any higher than 3 stars. Today's emoji book rating is going to be the crying because it's 2020 and I'm freaking out. Next up I have a DNF, and that was Twice in a Blue Moon by Christina Lauren. This is the first book of Christina Lauren's that I've DNF'd. I've previously pretty much liked all of the ones that I've read. I just don't care about the characters. I didn't care about the plot. This is kind of an Hollywood kind of story that's like told in like a flashback of these 2 people meeting and then flash forward when they're working on the same movie together. And I just like couldn't feel the chemistry between the characters, and especially in a romance I really wanted to feel that. I just felt like they fell in love really fast and they didn't really have anything in common or anything like that. Next up I read Let It Snow by John Green, Maureen Johnson, and Lauren Miracle. These are 3 stories on Christmas Eve, and they're about teenagers kind of falling in love basically. Pretty cute. I would say my overall rating for this book is a 3 out of 5 stars. There are definitely stories I liked more than others. I pretty much enjoyed Maureen Johnson's story. I loved John Green's story, and I hated Lauren Miracle's story. I felt like the movie adaptation really brought this to a more contemporary playing field and made it a lot more enjoyable than the actual book, which I will not say about a lot of movie adaptations, but I definitely thought that it was handled a lot better. There were some same-sex relationships and things like that, and some just more appropriate things going on in the movie rather than the book. But the book was pretty fun. It was like sweet and fine. I just hated the last story so much because it was a cheater redemption story, and I talked about this a lot in my 'Tis the Season of Thorn vlog where I read this. I just cannot stand that. Next up, I listened to the audiobook of 10 Blind Dates by Ashley Elston. That's what it was. I gave this 3.5 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed this book. I think it was a really fun holiday romance. It's about this girl who hears her boyfriend like at a party talking to his friend and basically saying that he's planning to dump her. So she does it for him. She's like, bye, see ya. And so she goes to stay with her extended family. And there, all of her extended family sets up 10 blind dates for her to have over the holiday break. And she gets to reconnect with family and friends, and I think it's just such a really nice story. I didn't like absolutely adore it, but I really thought it was fun and sweet, and I thought the relationships were really great, and I really liked the chemistry between her and her love interest, as well as just the really big focus on family, which I really love. I recommend this for the holiday season. I do want to pick up a copy for myself, and I really liked it. This is like a gem. There are not too many holiday books that are that good, but this one's pretty good. Next up, I again listened to an audiobook. I listened to the audiobook for The 10,000 Doors of January by Alex E. Harrow. I adored this book. I could not put it down. I was like, at one point when I was finishing the audiobook, I was just laying in bed listening to it and like crying. And that's how you know like a book is good, if you just want to do nothing else but listen to the audiobook. And I love this. This is about a girl who one day she discovers this door and she goes into it and it's a different world. But she gets pulled back out of it. She's staying at this manor with this like man who she doesn't really like, but he's like the boss of her father. Her father's not really around, and she grows up, and later she finds a book with this story of like kind of that place where that she once found when she was a kid, and the story ends up being interwoven with her own, and in such an amazing way. This has such great plot twists and captivating characters and just plot in general, and I really love just the different doors to different worlds. It does have representation, but it's not own voices, so people have varying opinions on that. Then I read a book called The Keep, which I really enjoyed. I give this 4 out of 5 stars. It's a very interesting book that I can't really explain that well, except I just recommend that you read it. I was confused about it for the entire time I read this for class, and I think it's one of the best books I've ever read for class, so I highly recommend it. Then I listened to the audiobook for Look Both Ways by Jason Reynolds. I talked about this more in a vlog, but I give this 3.5 out of 5 stars. This follows 10 different kids. It's a middle grade story. It's very little vignettes of their lives, and I really enjoyed it. There's a character named Pia, and I love the representation and all the different varying people that and perspectives that we got to follow. I DNF'd The Guinevere Deception, because I was just bored of it. I didn't know what was going on. It's a King Arthur retelling, but I just didn't care about it. And then lastly, I DNF'd Laura Dean Keeps Breaking Up With Me, because I, again, didn't care about this. The art style was really cute, and I enjoyed the representation, but I just, again, didn't care about it, and I didn't want to finish it and waste my time. So that was all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Let me know what you read in December, what you're planning on reading in January. Like, comment, subscribe, do all the things, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!